Hey guys, Sunday-slot-cars here, and today I just thought we'd go over the rules for our tournament. Now, first off, I just want to say this is going to be a casual tournament, okay? Young kids can join, we can slow down the cars for them so they won't wipe out. And they might actually do quite well not wiping out. Sometimes these kids can actually win by just not wiping out. You know, going speed that you don't wipe out on, it's like maybe I think like 20 or 30%. Now, as the race continues, they might have to slow down more. They might get used to it. But in general, kids can play with the adults. Now, I'm not going to be handicapping the adults in any way. It's going to be a clean race using our rental cars. So we have controllers for people to use, and we have rental cars for people to use. And that's all that's going to be used in this tournament. No, I'm not turning cars up and I'll turn cars down. Even for adults. If you're an adult and you're just afraid of wrecking anything or something, which you're not going to do because these cars are at 50% max, 50% total speed, I can still turn it down if you're afraid of embarrassing yourself, and then again you might do quite well. The other rules are, first, and I really want to stress this point to my regulars, I can slow you down with the app. So, you'll see me oftentimes just using the control unit to set speed and brakes. I can do that with the phone, and I will do that if I see cheating. So if your grandparent is there and they're just like, oh, I don't know what lane to put the car back on the track, and they've been there and know full well it's digital, your car is getting slowed down. I'm not putting up with cheating, and you know exactly what I mean. Like, I don't want to see people putting their hand up there and blocking the cars. I don't want to see people, bumping each other or intentionally wiping out to try to wreck somebody else so that their teammate will win. There's not teammates, but if you know somebody, obviously. The other thing is that this is going to be in 6 brackets of 6. So, assuming we have that many participants, this is Sarnia. There's not that many people, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. So if there's, let's say there's 36 people, it's we're going to have 6 people at a time. 6 times 6 is 36. So the winner of each bracket will move on to a final round. So assuming we have more than more than one, if we have 7 or more, there is going to be a tiebreaker. Somebody might even get the bye, so that's great. That's another good point here. Obviously, to increase your odds of winning, you're going to want to have as many of your friends or family competing with you if you want to win the grand prize of Breakaway. And Breakaway, I cannot stress enough how expensive Breakaway is. It is a great set. It's a 132. It has 132 cars, but the track itself is 124. So if you want to run the bigger cars, you can. Kind of wish I was holding a bigger car right now. Maybe I'll throw up a picture of one. So I don't want to see you guys dragging another car. So if a car's slower than you, you cannot start pushing it with your car. You're going to burn out the motor. What I will do is tell you, learn to switch lanes. If you want to switch lanes as you're driving, you'll see as I'm pressing this down, I'll just keep this button pressed. As I drive, the whole time, you can just keep your button pressed. Your car will switch lanes the next opportunity. There's not going to be gas. I'm not turning gas on. The way the rounds are going to work is there's going to be a 5-minute warm-up race. And then after that, there's going to be another 5-minute race. And that's going to be the real race. So the first one is just for practice. And yes, that will also apply to the final round because the cars are going to be randomly distributed. I'm going to have people roll a dice or something to figure out who gets first choice of a car. Now, again, all these rental cars are pretty similar. They're all a Lamborghini Huracan. There's one that's more for advanced racers, and that's the blue and black one, but the rest should be fine. And again, if you want me to slow the blue and black one down, I will. For it to be like a reasonable speed, it's at 10% power. And even then, it can still fly off the track. So if you're new, that's the one you want to avoid picking. You're not going to have choice of who you're racing with either. We're going to be randomly making the brackets. So if you come with, like, let's say, another person, let's say. What would you 6? You come with 6 people. Let's say there's a bracket of, there's the full 36 participants. What's going to happen is I'm going to randomly decide the brackets. So you can't just, it's not going to be like, oh, you can't just spread yourself out. So there can't be a single person in each of the brackets. Now, it could end up that way randomly, but if that happens, that happens. I didn't make that happen. If you want to make sure you have a spot, make sure to RSP in the event. So the Facebook event, again, this is not a requirement, especially for those of you who don't have a Facebook, but just sending me a message saying you want to participate, I'll save you a spot. Okay, and with that, I think that about covers it. We definitely have other sets for sale. A nice thing about Breakaway is that it can be used to extend your digital track. You won't be able to, you have to chip the cars, but you can always just sell them afterwards if you don't like the cars. The track itself will work, just not the power track. So the connector track with the controls and stuff, that will work, but the rest of the track would work just fine with the digital set. So if you're looking to expand your digital set, hey, why not enter this rental car tournament? You could end up, getting a free extension. Why not? You might even make some, you might even get some buckaroonies selling those analog cars on the secondary market. And of course, if you don't have any slot car sets at all, Breakaway is a great set to start with too, because like I said, it's just got everything. It's going to be a casual tournament. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hope to see you down there. It's going to be 112 Christina Street North, Sarnia, Ontario. It'll be at noon on March 27th. And we're going to be maskless. As long as the flea market is doing maskless. I'm 90% sure the flea market is just following the public health and should be maskless. But that's the whole point, is we're going to try to do this maskless. So if you're not comfortable being maskless, this is not the tournament for you. Okay. Now that I'm 90% sure I get everything done, I will talk to you guys again later. Bye-bye.